Okay. Okay. It's time. It's time. I'm here. I made it. I made it. I'm here. I'm at the party. The party's here. The party's now. Yeah. Look at me, eh? Fucking Saturday night. Well, 1:20 a.m. Yeah, I'm Mark. I'm your parasocial friend here on the internet. And yeah, this is like my, well, it's not my 101th stream, but it's definitely my 101th video, yeah. And holy fuck. Yeah, man, so it happened. Finally. It fucking finally happened. It's back. I have a laundry room again. I was kind of like pretty frustrated with that whole bullshit thing, but I'm glad that it's all taken care of and I have laundry room edge again. Yeah, so that's a good thing. Yes, it is. And what are we doing? What are we doing today? Fuck, I think a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, got a whole bunch of shit that I want to do tonight before tomorrow. I literally got church in the morning tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Fuck. Here I am, like, live streaming at 1 in the morning. Yeah. I can't help it. It's something that I just have to do every night, so that's the way it's just going to be, and that's all there is to it, yeah. I don't even think I'm live streaming to anybody right now. No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like nobody's here yet. No, that's okay, though. That's alright. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I've been having, you know, landlord troubles and shit like that, as you know. And just a couple days ago, the laundry room sort of disappeared. Yeah, and then I was the guy was let it go for a couple days. Yeah, he was kind of using it to rage bait me. He figured he would, right? It's a long fucking story, but that wasn't going to happen. That didn't happen. I didn't let it happen, no. And now it's back. Now I was able to do laundry, which fucking makes me happy. I got to stop swearing my face off here, but I am a lot right now. Yes. Yeah, I figured I'd do some GameDev stuff and a bunch of other shit. I wanted to have a look. I gathered up a ton of videos to look at. And I'm kind of curious. This is like, okay, this is very gossipy, but hey, man, it's like stealing my attention right now. And I have to know what the hell this is all about. They tried to kill this grandma while she was alive. Like, are you kidding me? There's no way that I cannot hit play on that and literally look at it. There's no way. Tectone, you got me with like the best title and thumbnail here. You got my attention. That's it. So we're gonna look at that right off the bat. Yeah, I just gotta know. Whoa, an error occurred. No way. That was like unexpected. Here, let's is it back?
There's this very old sweet woman called Grandma Crackers, and the internet is so delusional and so deranged that they decided they wanted to attempt to kill this woman by swatting her live on stream. I'm not sure what we're getting into. I'm hoping it's just a record.
They swatted her. Oh, I guess that would, you know, they could. Yeah, you could frame it like that they were trying to kill her. But I mean, I don't know if that's their intention was to try and kill her. But if you were to look at it from a, you know, an adult perspective and how dangerous it is, I mean, you could easily come to that conclusion. Whether or not that's what they were trying to do, I don't know. That's probably might not have been what they were trying to do, you know. But that's what could have ended up happening. I don't know. Those are my thoughts.
I've been swatted multiple times. I believe that swatting is an attempted murder, and I'm hoping to start working with people to push that to where people who are swatting are trialed as attempted murderers, because it is. It's a shame that people do this shit every day, but to do it to me is one thing. To do it to an 85-year-old woman is disgusting.
For them about it?
Sure.
Let me tell you about my swatting experience.
This is so
she's gonna
sad
tell
because
a
I
story
know this
about
woman,
it.
she's nothing but sweet. The fact that she has to talk about this is a shame. A Christian woman as well.
I was asleep. I was so asleep. I did not want to get up. And these policemen came in the door. The prettiest
Shit.
policewoman I've ever seen. The beautiful eyes, so sweet.
Glazer.
But I think she could kick butt if she needed to. She was so sweet. And they walked me out, and I didn't know what was going on.
That's
But
insane.
it was kind of fun. It was.
Bless this woman's heart.
Kinda
Holy
fun.
shit, I need to subscribe. Good, bro, she's so wholesome. 600,000 subscribers, and she hasn't even changed the default logo of her channel.
Okay.
My SWAT experience was not fun. One of the first times I got swatted, there was a call saying I had 12 children upstairs and I was raping them. So
Holy
they came into my house.
shit.
Like, it was somewhere between like 6 and 10 officers. I can't remember. It was like a blur.
Whoa.
But then they went through everything. I put my hands up. I said, please don't kill my animals, blah, blah, blah. Sophia didn't give a fuck for some reason. She was just chilling in
shit.
the living room watching anime the entire time. Good for her. Sophia is like the most nonchalant, like aloof person of all time. She doesn't give a fuck about anything. Unless it's a horror game and then she's a little baby. But she's always like, it's fine. It'll
His
work out."
wife?
That's I mean, God bless her. She's the best. But to do this with an old woman is insane.
Are you talking about his wife?
Yeah.
And my kids and my grandkid and my kid, they were hugging me. You know, you can't get that much attention normally. And I was getting all kinds of hugs. I was really eating it up. It was kind of fun. And then I got
Oh, by the way,
Holy
backstory of this
shit.
woman, she's streaming live on YouTube and Twitch to earn enough money to pay for her grandchildren's cancer treatment.
No way.
And they decided to swat her. That's
Holy.
where the world has gotten us to.
Well, you think about it. We're Christian, right? Like, of course they're gonna go in hard. The devil's gonna send his minions in after him, right? That's just the way it goes.
I'm
Yeah.
in the police car.
Yeah.
I've never been in a police car before.
Yeah.
Got to ride in the police car to my apartment. And then it was all over. So I thought, well, I got to go to bed. So I took an ibuprofen and went to bed.
Why would you
Jeez.
take an ibuprofen to go to bed? That don't do nothing.
So what can I say?
You mean a
I mean,
melatonin?
I met people I never would have met any other way. And it was fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the time I got here, she
Maybe the ibuprofen had like codeine in it.
God bless her.
You came back.
I came over to check on you. You were asleep. I came in. The police were still outside. The SWAT was still outside. Everybody was still
Jeez.
like talking, and I go, "Where's Mamie?" And they're like, "She's already gone."
Jesus.
I was like, "Dude, they just left."
Yeah, my son said
Shit.
that I should have told them that the kitchen was closed. There were no cookies here.
No, they started saying some of the cops. They were like, "Where's Sue? I need her her autograph."
Oh, they want my autograph.
They were being so nice. They were like,
That's
"Oh, where's
so
Sue? I need
cute.
her autograph. She's the best." So they're just doing their job. Like, it's not the police's fault. They have to take every threat serious.
Of course,
I
you have
loved
to.
them. They were so nice to me. I love the police.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this isn't what I expected. I'm glad it turned out good. From that title and thumbnail, I was just like, what? You know, like, I thought it was, I thought it was something, I thought it was going to be a horror story. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this lighthearted. This is good, I
Shout
guess,
out
yeah.
for what they did.
It's just now I feel a little bit fucking, what's the word, clickbaited a little bit.
They were wonderful.
I also love the police.
Did they tell you how much they brought out for you?
They brought the entire force out. I've never seen.
Wait, tell them in great detail what the full force was.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just know there were policemen everywhere. They were just all over the place. I've never felt so protected in my life.
Guys, so what they were saying, they brought 20
SWAT,
police
sir.
cars.
You're
Jesus.
kidding.
No, they had like five SWAT
What did-
cars full of SWAT.
You are kidding.
They had drones flying over the top of the house
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
for Minecraft Grandma.
Oh, I have never had that
Minecraft.
much attention in my life.
She plays
I'm in the corner,
Minecraft.
you know, watching everyone else do things. Well, that was pure love.
Jeez.
God bless this woman for making light of a very serious attempt on her life. In case you
Yeah.
guys are familiar with swatting,
Yeah.
what they do is they say that there is a terroristic threat happening in your house, and they send in police officers who are most likely on edge, having to deal with something that's serious, and any wrong move, any jump scare can end in the killing of you, your family, your pets, or any of your loved ones.
Fuck.
It's a very serious thing. It should not be taken lightly. But people like Grandma Crackers, people who have done nothing but good for this world, a old 80-year-old woman who just plays video games live, and people support her because she wants to raise money for their cancer treatment, have deluded their minds so much and thought that this woman needs to be stopped. Whether that's jealousy, anger, or self-hatred, we'll never know. But it really is a shame to think that no one is safe on the internet. And that's why there's no reason to censor yourself. Crazy. If these people want to kill you, they're going to try. If these people want to come after you, they will. And if no good reason exists, they'll simply make one up in their own mind.
Yeah.
And it's very scary. But I'm glad Grandma Crackers is okay. I'm glad she's, making light of this situation. And I'm glad that she's safe. But these people who SWAT people need to be in jail. They do.
That's
because it's attempted murder. Everybody knows it's attempted murder. And I know at least 3 streamers who have had their pets killed due to a swatting. And it's disgusting. If you are a streamer and you are afraid of being hurt in a swatting, please DM me on Twitter or Discord. I can tell you the steps in which to take that can greatly reduce the chance that something like this can happen to you. I've helped many streamers with it. I will not mention it publicly at all. This is serious, and I want you to be okay, regardless of whether, even if I hate you, even if I don't like you, I don't wish death upon anybody. So please DM me on Twitter. I would love to help you through this, and I won't ever mention it. And God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. Grandma Crackers, you're a fucking legend, and I'll see you on the next one.
That's incredible. Holy shit. Yeah, I did not yeah, that's nuts, eh? People are... Yeah, I was going to say people are fucked, but it's not people, right? It's what works through some people. That's what it is when it comes down to it, eh? So I made a list of a whole bunch of shit here that I wanted to have a look at. Let's see here. This one we already looked at the other night. This we didn't look at. This we haven't looked at. This is actually really interesting. This is interesting. Yeah, okay, I got a shit ton. Oh, here, let's look at this, since this is like new. Because Buddy there dropped his album, right? Well, 3 of them. That's him, right?
Some people have noticed that I took all my videos down off of my page, and I'm going to be honest, it was because I was moving through something myself. When people talk about the great work, especially in terms of symbology when it comes to Freemasons or secret societies, a lot of this involves the disassembling of the ego to rebuild something back up in a different image. And a lot of what I teach through decoding is about learning to see beyond the program to reach enlightenment. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. Enlightenment is not easy. You go through a lot of pitfalls, a lot of dark nights, a lot of questioning yourself, a lot of isolation. But as long as truth is there, I believe that's where the heart center lies. So I'm going to just show you guys some symbolism real quick that is tied to the albums that were recently dropped. So I'm sure many of you saw this particular scene from one of the music videos that was released. And I want you to pay careful attention to this symbolism because he's actually mirroring something that Kendrick Lamar did in the Humble video. Here you see him standing between 2 pillars directly underneath an arch, right? And this is a Freemasonic symbol, what looks like the Ark of the Covenant with 2 pillars and the keystone that holds them together in between. Now, the reason I want you to understand why this is important is because he is a Cancer moon, and Cancer identifies with the mother. The mother is what connects the 2 pillars of our entire reality together, the masculine and feminine forces of the world. Because from the mother, creation is made, and a lot of these mythologies follow the same story. And for those of you who are not well versed in esoteric information, let me bring something else to light. In the song Gen 5, he shows himself rapping with 2 women embracing one another. And it looks very similar to the Super Sexy Songs for You, in which him and the party next door are also in front of twin towers. For all the Dog Scary Hours editions, he also shows to snow angels or fairies, because this is representation of the dual feminine aspects, just as
It's sneaky, eh? It is.
your brain has dual hemispheres. You have the logical, the analytical, the linear, just as you have the creative, the intuitive, and the artistic. But the thing is, this is a script and a ritual that's played out for a very long time now. One where you can pretend to embody the death of the self, the death of the ego and the flesh without really having to truly give anything up. This is not what true union looks like. It's what the world has been programmed to believe it is. This is not of any shade or hate. I'm telling you a very long esoteric story that has been presented through every single album that has been released, including the most recent ones. This is why 3 albums were presented. One with a veiled bride, one image with his mother, father, and him, who were essentially all separated because they were not in union with one another. And then the Michael Jackson glove in the middle, which a lot of people think is signaling the left-hand path, which I can definitely see. More so, the state of the triple goddess. Many occultists use twins. Why? Because twins open the gates. If you can pass through the intersection of the shadow self and the light self, the masculine and the feminine, this opens up a gateway or a portal for divine creation. Only how divine is it when the master mason himself is not in true union? Kind of just makes him more like the puppet master, if anything. And he's mentioned in many interviews his favorite number being 11. You have to be able to read it as symbolism, because here he is as Champagne Poppy, like we had Papa on Stranger Things with 11, which again, we're not talking about a child necessarily, we're talking about a portal of creation. Now, there's a popular quote by Manly P. Hall that says, "Symbolism is the language of the mysteries. By symbols, men have ever sought to communicate to each other those thoughts which transcend the limitations of language." And the symbolism is everywhere, maybe even to levels that I can't fully explain right here and right now. But to attain different degrees of knowledge, there are illusions cast, and I think a lot of people are coming online to this information right now. In one of his songs, he even mentions Twin Peaks. Like, if you notice all the symbolism around ice and snow, we're talking about cold, yes, but also preservation, trying to freeze a moment in time, kind of like a calcified pineal gland. And it's in a frozen state. It's not fluid. It can't move and conduct spiritual or electromagnetic energy. So, of course, he needs women to continue channeling what he's doing, because we are the portals, we're the gatekeepers. And if this album teaches you anything, it should show why people are so incredibly blind to the symbolism.
This is so intricate.
Our face constantly, and even if you notice the Ark of the Covenant, this was shown to you in the film Never Ending Story. In order to pass through the gates, Bastian had to name the childlike empress because she held the keys to creation. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen him name anybody but himself. But the thing is, he's a bit of a Baphomet-like creature, right? And when I say Baphomet, I want you to understand the Baphomet in the Atbash cipher is also the word Sophia, right? And we're talking about the union of opposites. And on its arms are in the words solve et coagula, so basically dissolve everything to rebuild again. And let's just go through some keys real quick. I created a map that I'll put in the comment. So the arch represents the brotherhood, the Masonic Boaz and Yakin entrance into the lodge. It's brotherhood. That's why you don't see any women in the image. It's all men, him and his brothers. And you have the Masonic red arch. And here you have the Masonic red arch, with 33 being the highest degree of Freemasonry, mastery, and illumination. He's not 33 years old, but he does operate with this number secretly. The music video featuring twins, which shows the Twin Peak connection and mastering duality, the snow in the towers in Toronto, the blue fairies, the Princeton symbolism, secret orders and knowledge, the Albanian eagle. And I thought about holding this information for some time. I thought, what's the point? You know, the world is so numb to esoteric knowledge and occult workings that are done right in front of our face. Who would listen to me? But I understand in order to become a new person, you also have to let go of the old version. And as a constant observer, you know, I feel into things very directly, even sometimes identifying with myself in the story, but I think that this is bigger than all of us. And the fact that the White House posted this should let you know that we are about to go through a significant change in awareness and in history, because you can try to outrun truth. You can cast illusions to the public, the people who acknowledge you, who embrace you, but who don't really know your story because you can get away with it. You know, people who even hold the highest states of knowledge still cannot embrace the heart center, and that is the most important part. You don't even have to be spiritually adept to know that the mother is the gate. She is the gate and the route to creation, to free will, and to love. Otherwise, why would there be so many contracts that they have to escape or even attempt to escape? We've been taught for so long that the Holy Trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, but it's always been man, woman, and child. And if you take it back even older, it goes back to mother, maiden, and crone. He doesn't use that owl symbol for nothing, because to navigate the night is to navigate the subconscious mind, to be able to travel beyond the material state and see into different timelines. The only way you've been able to enter into this...
Did she say it's always been man, woman, and child? Not the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit? That doesn't make sense. So, like, what? She's saying that this is what we've been reading isn't true? And that this is? Or this is like, you know, the satanic version of that or something.
World is through the womb of a woman. And you wonder why he's not married, why he's never achieved that. His spiritual union has collapsed under the guise of not only patriarchy, but the masculine demiurgic tendencies to not realize its creator, its source, but instead uses it as a power source to channel. You can only hide the truth for so long. Eventually it's going to find its way back to the light to pierce the veil and let light come through again. Now, if you guys listen to all of this, I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to have fear in your heart for the workings of this world, because it's always operated in dark and light. But now that the ice storm has arrived, there will be events that happen in the world that echo everything that you're seeing, not only with the album rollout, but through society, through ignorance. And none of it is your fault that you may not know what's going on. The world had to collapse in order to come back into form again, for Horus to be reborn, for the mother to make it out of the underworld. And this
Drake
right
is
here
the only... Hey, coward. Drake is the only Christian musician in hip-hop? Well, this isn't quite Christian what we're looking at right now, bro. Is it? This is like from what I don't know if you came in and at the beginning of this video or not, but I mean, you probably, if you knew all of what we just watched, you probably wouldn't want to listen to his music anymore as a Christian. I mean, unless that's what you want to do, and I don't think you want to take part in this kind of thing. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. It's up to you. Like, it doesn't look, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. You know, it's like, it doesn't make sense what you just said. You know, unless he's Christian and he's being manipulated and he's in a situation, but he still believes in Christ, but he's stuck in this thing. I don't know, like with all the symbolism and everything else here, there's some serious satanic shit going on here, bro. Yeah, so I don't know. Not really sure. I don't know if you... It's been 7-8 minutes. I don't know if I should rewind it. Do you want me to? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not really sure what you mean. You got me confused there, coward. Yeah.
This is not the true great work. True great work comes with the unification of the self. And like I said, he can fake those gates, but he will never pass through true love, true knowledge, and true union with the self until he sees his own reflection. So if you guys want a more in-depth breakdown on this.
So yeah, man, obviously I don't agree with a lot of what she said because I'm a Christian. I know that the Holy Trinity is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So we're going to just get that out of the way right now. Now we see a lot of Freemasonic symbolism. We see a lot of occult symbolism. We see that Drake is putting this stuff right in your face, right? He tells you what God he serves. He tells you that he believes he is a God. And not only that, these albums, it's no coincidence he dropped 3 albums on one night, like she said. And it is a mockery of the Holy Trinity. And it is not the Father, Son, and Child, or Father, Mother, and Child. That's that weirdo esoteric stuff, right? We don't rock with that as Christians, but I show you this because there are Christians out there that listen to Drake's music and they don't see anything wrong with it. There are Christians out there who support this type of thing and they'll be celebrating this as a win for Drake, right? When at the end of the day, guys, all of the celebrities, even him and Kendrick Lamar's beef is coordinated, right? They're in on it together. It's a strategic measure for them to have monetary gain. And meanwhile, they're back at the lab yucking it up together. And I guarantee you that these dudes really don't have a problem with one another. But you'll see so many people going back and forth in the comment section, picking a side, when really they're all on the same side. It's like politics. There's the Republicans and the Democrats, and everybody picks a side and they're loyal to a fault. And really, they're both two sides of the same coin. You know what I mean? Like you can be diehard for Trump or you can be against him. But ultimately, it doesn't matter what politician is in power. The agenda's all the same. The reason why I play this video, even though I disagree with a lot of what this woman said when it comes down to faith, and especially the Christian viewpoint on this, is because she does have knowledge over this sort of thing. It's kind of like chew up the meat and spit out the bones. I'm not as knowledgeable to the secrets of this stuff like someone that's into this sort of stuff. So we got to realize that even though this is their belief set, we have a different set of values. We have a different set of beliefs, and we live our life by the Bible. But I do want to share this with you because I know that Drake's albums just dropped last week, and everybody's been talking about it. It's literally all over social media. And as she said in this video, the White House reposted Drake's post holding a MAGA chain. That's how you know there's much, much more going on here. So yeah, guys.
Okay, so what are you talking about, coward? Drake is the only Christian musician in hip-hop right now. Okay, and we just watched this, which counteracts that statement completely. I mean what I say, bro. Okay, so he's doubling down. This is my friend Coward, by the way. Yeah, he's a good shit. He's Christian like I am too. He's my buddy. Coward says, when Jesus was casting out demons, the Pharisees said he was using demonic powers to do it. Okay. And? Continue. You have the floor. The floor is yours. Go ahead. Explain what you're talking about. Continue so that way we understand. Because obviously you know, obviously you're onto something or something. Like you're about to lay down some knowledge. It's got to come around where it makes sense. Because we just watched a video that is actually exposing all the demonic bullshit that's going on with this whole thing here. And your argument is the Pharisees said that Jesus was using demonic powers to cast out demons. But is Christ, like, is God demonic? No, it's not. And he doesn't use powers, he uses authority. You know? And Jesus was casting out... Okay, I never read that. Why did it look like it flipped and it showed it again or something? I don't know. It's the bifocals. That's what did it. It's got the line in the middle. It's not that deep. Drake isn't particularly smart, but I'm saying this lady is acting like a Pharisee, so she's lying. You know what I mean? Because obviously the Pharisees was lying, right? Yeah. So you're saying she's lying? I mean, she's pointing it all out. She did a breakdown and showed us the visuals of these, you know what I mean? Of all this symbolism, all the esoteric shit that's going on, right? I mean, she laid it out. We just watched it. Yeah, images, explanation, the whole nine, right? I mean, I don't think it's the same thing. You know what I mean? I don't think so. No. No, I'd say I don't think it's the same thing. No. I think you like the albums. And this could be fucking with you. Drake is an esoteric musician, which is what makes him more Christian than his competition, which is by and large anti-Christian. Okay. So you think it's okay for a Christian to be depicting this type of imagery and, you know, esoteric messages in his videos, and, you know, like, should a Christian be doing that? Promoting Satanism and saying that he's Christian? See where I'm going with this? I mean, it was right there. It's not like she's lying, you know? I mean, it's like, it's right there, bro, you know? I don't know. Continue, though, like, but I mean, it's just, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Esoteric as opposed exoteric as opposed to esoteric. He gives recognition to how Christianity exists in the minds of the general public. So basically, like, the same kind of thing is, you know, saying that Marilyn Manson is Christian because he's depicting, you know, things from Revelations and different, you know, things in the Bible in a way where he's trying to, well, actually, what Marilyn Manson was doing is he was kind of, in a way, he was calling out the hypocritical Christians, you know, saying you can't smell your own shit on your knees, kind of thing. Like, that's what it was almost like he was saying that all Christians were hypocritical. You know what I mean? So he had sort of a weird thing going on where he was being a bit of a prick. You think the Pharisees weren't giving breakdowns on how Jesus was demonic? They had tons of evidence but were wrong. Yeah, but dude, I mean, come on. You know? It's not the same thing, bro. It's not. You know, you can't go and promote all this imagery, you know, that is very technically put together for a reason. You know what I mean? In the times that we're in, he's not serving Christ here, bro. He's not. You know what I mean? He just ain't. It's like, it's right there, bro. It's like, you know, it's different. It's not the same thing. It's not. You know? It's not. You know? It's just not. It's not. I mean, on a technicality, you may be able to come up with an argument, but only on a technicality. You know, when it comes down to exactly what is happening here, he's not promoting Christianity. You know, he's slipping in ritualistic, you know, things that aren't Christian rituals. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, it's all in the other team. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. It's like, we all know that Christ wasn't, you know, using demonic powers to cast out demons. I mean, we figured that out. You know, that's old. That's a long time ago. But we do understand that this imagery, what it means, you know, and we know it from being on the other team. So when someone is using it in a way like they're depicting something that's going to happen, like even showing, like, you know, that this is a ritual, like it is too, you know. So I'm not really sure what more Christian, not perfect Christian. What you see in him that's wrong is is wrong with the general populace. Compare him to his contemporaries. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it's not like a little bit better, but not as bad. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's either you're Christian or you're, you know, it's like hot or cold, like no lukewarm. Like, I mean, what are you talking about? You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really not like, but I see what you're saying, but no. Hang on, let me reread that. Make sure I know exactly what you're saying here. More Christian, not perfect Christian. So he is more Christian, but not a perfect Christian. What we see in him, or what you see in him that's wrong, is what is wrong with the general populace. Compare him to his contemporaries. Contemporary. She completely miscategorizes what kind of musician Drake is. I think then everything that he's showing is miscategorizing him then, if that's the case. Because she's right about what she's pointing out. That that is what it is. You know what I mean? This is nothing new to me. I just never saw that he was promoting all this. I just didn't know. But this is old school shit, you know? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't get it. If you didn't know, then it must have been pretty bad promotion, lol. So I didn't know that he was doing this because it was bad promotion? Because he promoted it poorly? Nah. More like just because I don't really usually listen to that kind of stuff, eh? I just don't. Not like there's anything wrong with it, or that I thought he was evil or anything weird like that. It wasn't that. It's just not something that I listen to all the time. That genre of music, just because all the genres that that I played, and all the genres that I grew up with, and that it was never just straight rap, or anything like that, or hip hop or anything. Yeah, I don't think I even got close to anything like that. I think the closest I got to anything like that would have been like, jeez, the closest I got to that was still metal. Like, it was still, like Faith No More, or who else had that sort of a style? Anything that sounded talky like that, rhythmical, would have been, who else? Rage Against the Machine or something, you know what I mean? That's as close as I got to anything that was similar to, similar vocally to that sort of thing. But no, I mean, like, see, it's like this, it's like, yeah, I don't know what to say, bro. It's like, wouldn't mind talking about it more later, but that's the little seed I'm planting. I've been dealing with Kendrick fans way too much for the past month. Kendrick fans? Why would they been? What are the Kendrick fans all about? Drake. I'll tell you right now, Drake's not promoting Christianity. He's promoting something else. He just is. He just is, bro. It's like, we just watched it. I don't know where you came in on the video, but it was 3/4 of the way done. Like, when you came in. Yeah. So I don't know if you popped in and just went, "She's lying," or something. Or did you come in at the beginning and watch the whole thing and then made a decision? You know what I mean? Because, I mean, like, you came in pretty late. And so I think that you just jumped the gun. Yeah. And because it's a stream, I mean, I don't know how cool it is just to back it all up and play it again. I guess we could if you want to, like, give us some further analysis, because I mean, like, obviously, you know, like, you've got some information going on, right? So I mean, let's put it to the test. Let's watch the whole thing again, and then you tell me from that point. He's promoting Christianity as it currently exists in society, which is a flawed and bad form of Christianity because he is an esoteric. So he's promoting a false Christianity, is what you're saying. The one that is going to destroy and ruin society. The one that tells you that you are a god and that you don't need Christ because you are just like him. That one you mean? Because that is the flawed, bad form of Christianity. So it was a technicality. He's not Christian. He's satanic, because this bad form of Christianity that we're talking about isn't Christianity. It's just been labeled as such. You can say false, yeah, realistic, but not idealistic. I don't know what you're talking about, all the extra stuff. I mean all the extra stuff. Christianity is being deconstructed and reframed. Yeah, not, you know what I mean? A new Christianity is being formed in front of us that is going to take place. And it is one that is built off the very lie that Satan has been spitting right all the way right from the Garden of Eden. You shall be as gods if you eat from the tree of fruit. But the way they're saying it, the way they're presenting it, I mean the people that are reconstructing Christianity for the future, for the people in the future, is that you don't need Christ, and that you are like Christ, and that you didn't need him all along, and that him dying on the cross was, a lie, and that you didn't need that for salvation. Yeah, that's what they're doing, and it's like it's Satanism is what it is, but it's sort of dressed up as Christianity. This is the new thing that is happening. Yeah, and so that's the flawed Christianity. That's the fucked up thing that's going on. But what he's promoting is, I could back it up. Did you? How much of this video did you watch, for starters? Be honest. How much of the video did you see when you came into it, or did you just come in hot and decided you wanted to spit some things because you like them? Like, which one was it? Did you watch it from the beginning already? Were you here right when I started the video? Or did you just come in hot, guns blazing at the end of the video, just to say a thing because you like his music? Which one is it? Because I can back it up and play the whole thing again so we can have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, like, a Christian is a Christian, right? A Christian that is promoting Satanism and believes that they are God is not a Christian. They're just calling themselves one. You know what I mean? Because they've been lied to or whatever, right? But we all know about the satanic music industry, and that's exactly what we watched in this video. Basically, it's the same thing. It's all the same stuff again, It's all the twisting of things, and yeah, it's it's like the devil has to twist up and pervert everything that God has created and made and everything, right? And that's basically, well, I mean, calling the Holy Trinity, man, woman, and child, is exactly that. It's like twisting up the truth, right? Yeah. It's all meant to deceive us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't like, I mean, if we're going to have if you're interested in having this conversation, which I think you are, and I am too, I'll back this video up and we can watch it again. And, you know, and then we can actually talk about it. Because, I mean, you got enough knowledge under your belt. And, you know, I know that you aren't stupid, and you're not going to promote, you know, satanic shit, and you're not going to sit and lie to people in my stream and you know, and stuff, because you're Christian. You know what's good for you if you do, right? I mean, you know what'll happen to you if you go against God in that way. So I know that we can actually have a conversation. Can't VC right this instant, but later, sure. What's VC? Voice chat. Oh no, I mean, like, you don't have to voice chat. I mean, if we watch this whole thing through again, if I play it for you again, and then you could look at it, you know, instead of coming in at the end of the video, right? You could actually look at the whole thing, and then you could, you know, in chat, just talking, you know, typing, you could either, you know, recant what you said, because you'll be like, oh fuck, whoops, yeah, sorry, you know. You know what I mean? Or you double down and, like, whatever it is, right? It's like, but I mean, coming in at the end of this guy's video, you know, it's like, you don't really know what you're saying. Right? Hang on, let me get some water. Yeah. The thirst is real. Holy shit. All that coffee there. I need some real something to drink. Let's kill that damn bug. Yeah, so I got my laundry room back, bro. One machine only, again, as usual, still. But between 18 suites, which is wrong. But still, I mean, at least I got to wash my clothes myself. Yeah, I gotta let that run better. Gotta let that water run, man. So I can have a fresh thing of water to drink. Is that mean she accused him of mocking the Holy Trinity for posting 3 albums? No. She was talking about, no, I don't think that's what it was. Yeah, the 3s. It's like, yeah. It's pretty crazy. The 3s. 33. Okay. Let's see here. Here. We're gonna play it again. Oh, hang on. Guess I'm in trouble for eating 3 meals today. I mean, I know you like the guy.
Some people have noticed that I took all my videos down off of my page, and I'm going to be honest.
Let me just let you actually see it. Oh wait, before we do that, I'll remove the chat so you can. Actually, it doesn't even matter because, yeah, it should be. It's not in the way. So there we go.
It was because I was moving through something myself. When people talk about the great work, especially in terms of symbology when it comes to Freemasons or secret societies, a lot of this involves the disassembling of the ego to rebuild something back up in a different image. And a lot of what I teach through decoding is about learning to see beyond the program to reach enlightenment. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. Enlightenment is not easy. You go through a lot of pitfalls, a lot of dark nights, a lot of questioning yourself, a lot of isolation. But as long as truth is there, I believe that's where the heart center lies. So I'm going to just show you guys some symbolism real quick that is tied to the albums that were recently dropped. So I'm sure many of you saw this particular scene from one of the music videos that was released. And I want you to pay careful attention to this symbolism because he's actually mirroring something that Kendrick Lamar did in the Humble video. Here you see him standing between two pillars directly underneath an arch, right? And this is a Freemasonic symbol, what looks like the Ark of the Covenant with two pillars and the keystone that holds them together in between. Now, the reason I want you to understand why this is important is because he is a Cancer moon, and Cancer identifies with the mother. The mother is what connects the two pillars of our entire reality together, the masculine and feminine forces of the world. Because from the mother, creation is made, and a lot of these mythologies follow the same story. And for those of you who are not well versed in esoteric information, let me bring something else to light. In the song Gen 5, he shows himself rapping with two women embracing one another. And it looks very similar to the Super Sexy Songs for You, in which him and the party next door are also in front of twin towers. For All the Dog Scary Hours editions, he also shows two snow angels or fairies, because this is representation of the dual feminine aspects. Just as your brain has dual hemispheres, you have the logical, the analytical, the linear, just as you have the creative, the intuitive, and the artistic. But the thing is, this is a script and a ritual that's played out for a very long time now. One where you can pretend to embody the death of the self, the death of the ego and the flesh without really having to truly give anything up. This is not what true union looks like. It's what the world has been programmed to believe it is. This is not of any shade or hate. I'm telling you a very long esoteric story that has been presented through every single album that has been released, including the most recent ones. This is why 3 albums were presented. One with a veiled bride, one image with his mother, father, and him, who were essentially all separated because they were not in union with one another. And then the Michael Jackson glove in the middle, which a lot of people think is signaling the left-hand path, which I can definitely see. More so, the state of the triple goddess. Many occultists use twins. Why? Because twins open the gates. If you can pass through the intersection of the shadow self and the light self, the masculine and the feminine, this opens up a gateway or a portal for divine creation. Only how divine is it when the master mason himself is not in true union? Kind of just makes him more like the puppet master, if anything. And he's mentioned in many interviews his favorite number being 11. You have to be able to read it as symbolism, because here he is as Champagne Poppy, like we had Papa on Stranger Things with 11, which again, we're not talking about a child necessarily, we're talking about a portal of creation. Now, there's a popular quote by Manly P. Hall that says, "Symbolism is the language of the mysteries. By symbols, men have ever sought to communicate to each other those thoughts which transcend the limitations of language." And the symbolism is everywhere, maybe even to levels that I can't fully explain right here and right now. But to attain different degrees of knowledge, there are illusions cast, and I think a lot of people are coming online to this information right now. In one of his songs, he even mentions Twin Peaks. Like, if you notice all the symbolism around ice and snow, we're talking about cold, yes, but also preservation, trying to freeze a moment in time, kind of like a calcified pineal gland. And it's in a frozen state. It's not fluid. It can't move and conduct spiritual or electromagnetic energy. So, of course, he needs women to continue channeling what he's doing, because we are the portals, we're the gatekeepers. And if this album teaches you anything, it should show why people are so incredibly blind to the symbolism. I mean, it's put in our face constantly, and even if you notice the Ark of the Covenant, this was shown to you in the film Never Ending Story. In order to pass through the gates, Bastian had to name the childlike empress because she held the keys to creation. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen him name anybody but himself. The thing is, he's a bit of a Baphomet-like creature, right? And when I say Baphomet, I want you to understand the Baphomet in the Atbash cipher is also the word Sophia, right? And we're talking about the union of opposites. And on its arms are written the words solve et coagula, so basically dissolve everything to rebuild again. And let's just go through some keys real quick. I created a map that I'll put in the comment. So the arch represents the brotherhood, the Masonic Boaz and Yakin entrance into the lodge. It's brotherhood. That's why you don't see any women in the image. It's all men, him and his brothers. And you have the Masonic red arch. And here you have the Masonic red arch, with 33 being the highest degree of Freemasonry, mastery, and elimination. He's not 33 years old, but he does operate with this number secretly. The music video featuring twins, which shows the Twin Peak connection and mastering duality, the snow and the towers in Toronto, the blue fairies, the Princeton symbolism, secret orders and knowledge, the Albanian eagle, And I thought about holding this information for some time. I thought, what's the point? You know, the world is so numb to esoteric knowledge and occult workings that are done right in front of our face. Who would listen to me? But I understand in order to become a new person, you also have to let go of the old version. And as a constant observer, you know, I feel into things very directly, even sometimes identifying with myself in the story, but I think that this is bigger than all of us. And the fact that the White House posted this should let you know that we are about to go through a significant change.
Are the Freemasons Christian? Nope, it's not a Christian organization. It's a fraternity that accepts men of all religious faiths, while it requires members to believe in a supreme being, the great architecture of the universe. It is not a religion. It offers no path to salvation and avoids secret or sectarian religious discussions in the lodge. Because Freemasonry is open to men of all faiths, including Muslim, Hindus, and Jews, it conflicts with Orthodox Christian teachings. Many Christian denominations take issue with the fraternity for several reasons: religious pluralism. Freemasonry often treats all religions as equally valid and conflicts with the Christian belief that Jesus Christ is the only way to salvation. Masonic oaths. The fraternity requires binding oaths, which some Christians believe violates the biblical injunction against swearing oaths. The great architecture, the generic concept of the Supreme Being, differs fundamentally from the Trinitarian God of Christianity. The denominational stances. Catholicism, or was it Catholicism? That's right, yeah. The Roman Catholic Church strictly forbids its members from joining the Masons. The Vatican has long maintained that Masonic principles are irreconcilable with the Church's doctrine. How do you fucking say that word? Protesting. Why can't I speak? Read. Hang on a second. Catholic religion, esoteric, transformation. Hang on a minute. Okay. Okay, so the conflict. How about this? Our esoteric symbolisms Christian? Esoteric symbolisms are not inherently Christian, while many esoteric traditions heavily utilize and reinterpret Christian imagery. Orthodox Christianity has historically rejected strict esotericism, viewing it as incompatible with its foundation teachings and the Bible's accessible message of salvation. Okay, so the complex relationship between the two can be broken down into a few distinct categories. Reinterpret. Okay, I gotta read what you're saying. It's just distracting me over in the corner here on your website right now, by the way. Yeah, like, yeah, it's just not Christian, bro. It's just not. He's not Christian. He's not. None of these things that he's showing is Christian. It's just not. I'm sorry. I don't, as far as what it is not Christian. You know what I mean? He's the opposite of esoteric, by the way. I don't know, bro, but it's not Christian. You know what I mean? It's just not. Period. None of this stuff that he's promoting is Christianity. So we can safely say, like, what he is and exactly what he's promoting. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's not Christian. I mean, we just did a search. You know? It didn't come right out and say satanic, but it said it, it's not Christian. Yeah. I thought it's not Catholic either. You know what I mean? So, yeah. There. So we just squashed that argument. Feel like game deving? I feel like loading up Unity and just like literally working on game dev stuff. If you're down. Yeah. So I mean the argument's over. I mean we just did that. That's over. And that, yeah. It kind of fucking sucks. But it is what it is. Dude. So AI and its forgetting of faces actually makes sense to me. Now, when I go to like, the reason I'm thinking this, here, this is fucked. But no, seriously. This is, we could just start game deving if you want. But before we do that, I am really curious about this. And the reason I'm curious about it is because AI seems to have a hell of a time trying to create a version of me that looks like me. Even doesn't matter how many pictures I show it or how many videos I show it, it just does not seem to grasp the thing, eh? Fine to talk about Drake more later. Sure. Too much stuff to just text though. Yeah, I know. That's true, yeah. There's lots, yeah. It's crazy. Well, again, it's like, I don't know what he's doing, but it seems to be the same thing that everybody in the music industry's pulling. It's like they're being forced into, it's like this. Did you know that witchcraft curses are put onto, and spells are put onto some videos like porn, some porn videos, or a lot of them, to keep you coming back. A lot of hexes and spells and shit get put on music as well. Like, it's this shit gets used for satanic shit like all the fucking time. Yeah, for sure it does. And so it's like, I think it's just the same thing. It's like, if you want to blow up, you gotta like play the devil's game. You know what I mean? As a musician, kind of. You kind of do, yeah. And which is kind of fucked up when you think about it. It just is. As a musician, it's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I kind of hate it a lot. Like a lot. I hate it. Yeah. There are so many things about it that I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, because I mean, you've heard me talk about my experiences about like you're a musician too, and you've heard me talk about my experiences about what happens while you're playing, like stuff that I've actually that I'm aware of, you know, that you may not think about, you know, the whole hypnotic aspect of it, right? The exchange of energy, the alchemy, like all that stuff. It's kind of a messed up thing. Again, though, you know, it's like, but that, yeah. But again, you know, there are choirs in heaven. You know what I mean? There, it's like, we have worship music, you know, and hymns and stuff like that, and people that play music in church. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think all music is of the devil, maybe. But then whatever, you know, what is some of the things that have been made for evil, God will use for good, right? It's all so confusing to me, bro. It's all so confusing. Yeah. There's just so much. Oops. I screwed that up. Here. Let's watch it here. Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
We talk about AI a lot. Maybe it's time we see what they think of us. What you're looking at is an artificial intelligence forgetting the human face. As its neurons die off, it tries to fill in the missing information, very unsuccessfully.
Oh, wow.
To it, this is what a human face is. To us, it's ghoulish. We get a glimpse of some of the terrifying things in this AI's imagination. Some liken this imagination to an infant's, still making sense of the world around it.
Holy shit.
But like an infant, these systems are incredibly complex.
Dude, that's trippy.
It's very hard to tell what's really going on in their minds.
Whoa.
If you're interested in how the system is built, and why we know so very little about how it works, stick around for a follow-up video. In the meantime, enjoy.
Oh my god. I know, right? It's just big eyes. Jeez. Just trying to fill in with... That's crazy. This demo was built live on Twitch. That's it? It's over? That's the whole video? Oh. Well, it's pretty cool. That was actually really cool. Okay. That's the whole video. Here, let's delete that now that we've seen that one. And we can delete this one now that we've seen that one. Okay, what's this one? Oh, this is gonna be fun. This one will be interesting. Open it up. Okay, there we go. Like, open it! You know.
I'm trying to process what just happened. I just had the most terrifying experience at the Grand Canyon with my boyfriend, and I just wanted to come on here and talk about what happened and see if anyone else has experienced something like this, because I'm really freaked out. So we were at the Grand Canyon and we decided to stay there to stargaze because the stars are amazing there. There's no light pollution. So we were sitting by the rim. We were sitting there in the dark and we couldn't see anything. And my boyfriend just had this awful feeling that something bad was going to happen. And that's not like him at all. He never feels like that. Even at night, he's not scared of the dark. He just had this awful feeling and we needed to go back to the car like right then. We started walking back down the trail. It was about a 20-minute walk back to the car and pitch black through a bunch of trees. Out of nowhere, we heard a whistle behind us from the trees and there was nobody behind us. We pointed our flashlight at the trees because we thought maybe a person was hiding in there. Nobody was there.
That would be
We
scary.
decided to pick up our pace a little bit to get back to the car faster. And my boyfriend, he started panicking. He just felt like we were going the wrong way. He was trying to get us to go backwards towards where the whistling sound came from, which was not the right way. That was the opposite direction of our car, but he thought that's where our car was. And I had to convince him that we were on the right path. So eventually, after walking down the trail, we ended up seeing the visitor center, and we knew we parked near there. And my boyfriend, for some reason, he just wanted to go out into the dark area. He thought that's where we were parked, but I knew that's not where it was. I knew we were near the visitor center, but he wanted to walk like the opposite direction of where we were. So I convinced him that that was not the right way, and we needed to go the other way. So we eventually found the parking lot where our car was, and we were walking towards our car, and out of nowhere, we heard this awful panting noise, and it sounded like it was right in front of us. We were pointing the flashlight everywhere. There was nothing there. We couldn't see anything.
Oh,
And the noise,
man.
it just sounded like it was like running at us.
Ooh.
We then like ran towards the visitor center. So after we collected ourselves at the visitor center, we just had to go back to the car because there was nobody around. Nobody was there to help us. So we just had to run towards the car. That's all we could do. And we went back to the car. The noise was gone. There was nothing. And we are convinced that there was like something demonic or something there. I don't know. I'm really scared.
So a lot of people are saying things like it was in a mountain lion. Look, some of these comments. Have you heard the whistle of a mountain lion? It's
whistle?
crazy, but they actually whistle. Definitely
What?
sounds like that. Then there are people saying that it was something more demonic. This person says the fact that he kept going the wrong way is absolutely terrifying because he was either being lured or has a terrible staying alive skills. Boy, ain't got no life preservation skills. Things I've learned from the comments. Don't go to national parks. Don't whistle back. Don't run. And that mountain lions can whistle. Yeah, I didn't know they could whistle either. This
No, I had
person
no
says
clue.
Skinwalker for sure. It was luring him to it. That's why he kept wanting to go the wrong way and towards the whistling. So scary.
Oh,
Let's see if
whistling
we can
mountain
find a video
lions.
of a mountain lion whistling real quick, and then I want to play you another video of another person with another scary
Okay,
tale of
okay.
them being in the
Let
Grand
me
Canyon.
close my window. Hang on. A whistling mountain lion. It's just all. Mountain lions whistling and shit. It's all whistling around, motherfuckers.
As well. Is the Grand Canyon really demonically haunted, guys, or is it demonically possessed? Is there a lot of demonic experiences that happen there? It appears to be.
I don't hear it. Oh.
Well, there is another video from this woman that I'll play where she's saying that the whistling that she heard definitely didn't sound like that.
In 2022, I went to the Grand Canyon for the first time, and I didn't want to stay at the hotels near the Grand Canyon because they were so expensive. So I said, I'm gonna stay in Williams, Arizona to save some money. And that's right over there, right on Route 66. Back then, during that time, I did not know the backstory of Route 66. I did not know the historic context. I was just like, cheap hotel, let's go. Finally get through Williams, Arizona. We driving around, we looking around, we trying to find somewhere to eat. I noticed it looks like we're the only black people there. Williams, Arizona is a real small town. You can drive through the whole downtown area in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes if I'm being for real. When we was trying to get some gas, get some snacks, get some food, we kept getting all these strange looks and my spidey senses was tingling. I kept seeing shadows. I would see a figure standing right here. Then when I look, it's gone. Off rip, I felt unwelcome immediately. So I stayed at the Red Roof Inn and they had just remodeled it. So me, my dog, and the other person that I was with, we stayed on the first floor. So me and my dog, we the last ones to go to sleep. I fall asleep with the TV on. on. A little after 3:30 in the morning, I hear boom, 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 boom. Somebody is at the front door banging. I go to look through the peephole. Nobody's there. So I'm thinking I'm tripping. I'll go back and lay down. A few minutes later, boom, boom, boom. So this time the person who I'm with goes to the front door and they look through the peephole and they don't see nobody there. A few more minutes went by. Banging goes again. And so the person I'm with, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna open the door. And I'm like, don't open the fucking door. Now that person, they didn't know that I'm a medium. So they looking at me like, why? Why shouldn't I open the door? I said, there's a million reasons why you shouldn't open the door. So the person I'm with calls the front desk and they're like, hey, there's somebody banging at our door. We don't know what's going on. Boom. So they send somebody to go look. They call us back. We searched all around. We didn't see nobody standing out in the parking lot. We trying to chill out. We trying to calm ourselves down. Our anxieties through the roof. And I happen to look at the TV and a ghost hunting show is on the television. I think it was called The Haunting or something like that. Ain't
just to make it worse.
So anyway, I changed the TV to the cooker channel. We finally doze off. And then above us, we hear boom, 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 boom. Like people are stomping, they're throwing shit. We're like, what the fuck is going on? I know what's going on, but I'm too scared to tell the person who I'm with what's going on. So the person who I'm with, they call the front desk again. They're like, yo, somebody above us is making all this noise. They moving furniture, they throwing stuff, they fighting. Can you please see what's going on? So this conversation is on speaker, so I hear everything. And so the person on the other end, they didn't say nothing. They went silent. And the person who I'm with, they like, hello, hello. The person was like, all of our guests is on the first floor tonight. We don't have anybody occupying the rooms on the second floor. And the person I'm with, the face they made, I could tell that their stomach dropped all the way down to their ass. When they hung up the phone, I said, I gotta tell you something. I'm a medium. And I explained to them that the spirits here is very, very prejudiced. They're very, very racist. And they still have that mindset of back in the day. I told that person that they are trying to bother us because they don't want us in their town. And back in their day, black people was not allowed to stop there or in the surrounding area. And if you did, you might not see the next morning. So the person who I was with, they didn't believe nothing I was saying, girl. They was like, honey, it's just some kids pranking us. Go to bed. We do it in the morning. And I got offended because I was like, we are in the middle of bumfuck. How the hell is this some kids pranking us? Why would some kid be out here in the middle of the night? Ain't no street lights. It's dark as fuck out here. Girl, I was mad. But we tried to go to bed. The banging is still going on, but we just trying to sleep through it and all that. So a little after 6, the banging just stops. It just stops out of nowhere. So I requested a late checkout, and that's when we actually got some sleep. So when I woke up, my friend was telling me that they did some research on Route 66, and they found out how back then it was really, 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 really dangerous for black people to travel on after dark, and how Route 66 had the highest concentration of sundown towns. They was like, oh my God, you was so right. I'm so sorry for what I said to you. My friend also said how they didn't believe in that type of stuff, but now they do. After what we experienced, they are a believer. So I said all that to say, if you stay in the Grand Canyon, honey, just go ahead and pay the extra money and stay on that campus, or take the extra 30 minutes to an hour and drive to Flagstaff and get a hotel.
Now, since I'm not a medium, I'm not going to say that.
That paranormal team I was running a camera for, remember that? Just a bunch of people pretending to be psychic, running around the house saying shit, doing weird things. I sense in the room this and that. Shut the fuck up. It's just like, yeah. It was just a bunch of narcissistic people trying to, well, it was like they latched onto this whole idea because it made them feel, well, it gave them a way to look like they were special. You know what I mean? But it's all just made up shit, right? At the same time, it's like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. You know, if we look at, yeah, I think it's demonic what they were, you know, period. But I mean, you know, like, okay, here's the thing. When I think about it more, like now that I heard myself say that, and I think about everything that we've been discussing, you know, with the spirit realm and that, right? You know, it's maybe I need to look at it differently. Maybe instead of just looking at it like either they're mediums and they're actually, you know, conversing with the other side, or they're narcissistic and they're trying to look cool. You know, one or the other. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's worse. You know, maybe it's they're being manipulated, right? Well, obviously they are. But here's the thing. I don't know. All I can do at this point is speculate. It's just, I really don't know. I don't know what the I think it's medium. What hearing? Let's because I don't fucking know, right? Was it mediumship? Is it a form of witchcraft or something? I don't know. Just to get it started. There's different practices. Mediumship is a practice of allegedly communicating with spirits of the dead, whereas witchcraft involves casting spells or using natural energy for rituals. While some people practice both, they are two separate. Okay, so overlap because both deal with the unseen. They're sometimes grouped together in pop culture or esoteric shops. Some practitioners consider themselves both witches and mediums, treating the communication of spirit messages as a complementary skill to their spell work. Religious views. Historically and religiously, mediumship and witchcraft are often condemned together. For instance, Judeo-Christian texts like Leviticus in the Bible strictly forbid both consulting mediums and practicing witchcraft. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I don't know.
She didn't see any of that, or doesn't have any experience with what the demons are actually doing, right? With these sundown towns and stuff like that, you got to remember they're bred with hate, right? It's nothing but hate, which is demonic. When you have hate in your heart, you allow the demons in, right? Now, if these people die and they die in that state, who's to say that they're not out here tormenting black people? I'm not going to go that far. But now what I want to do is jump back to the other video of the girls.
He's Christian, though. It's like, yeah, it's like, don't Christians believe that once you're dead, there's no ghosts roaming around the earth. It's all demons. It's all demons. You know what I mean?
Follow-up about her encounter down there in the Grand Canyon.
This is my part 2 to the Grand Canyon demon video I made the other day. First of all, I was not expecting that video to get this much attention and for people to be fighting in the comments over what we experienced. There are a few things that I wanted to clear up. First of all, my boyfriend, he's not dumb. He was definitely affected by whatever was out there. It was messing with his head and trying to get him to go in the wrong direction. I truly believe that. He's not an anxious person at all. He's usually the calm one in our relationship. So whatever was out there, that truly had an impact on him. Okay, second, I saw a ton of comments about it possibly being a mountain lion. I have listened to some videos on mountain lions whistling, and I can confirm it was not a mountain lion. It sounded nothing like the whistle in those videos. The best way to describe the whistle was like sinister, playful, like it was mocking us.
Oh, that would be so terrible. I would not want... That would not be cool. I can imagine what that would be like. To be out there and to hear someone from behind a fucking tree over there. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the whole thing sounds terrifying.
Also, I just wanted to give a better description on the panting noise that we heard. So when we were walking towards our car in the pitch black, we were the only ones in the parking lot. There was nobody around us, and out of nowhere, it sounded like a demonic dog running at us, like hunting us, if that makes sense. I really don't know how to describe it.
Oh, that
It was
sounds
not normal.
terrible.
It was not natural. I felt like sick when I heard it. We did have a flashlight and we pointed it everywhere in the parking lot because we thought something was about to attack us, and there was nothing there. I truly believe whatever we encountered was some type of demonic entity. It wasn't natural. I think if we would have went in the wrong direction, something bad definitely would have happened. So I'm just glad that we're safe, and yeah, that's all. Let me know if you have any other questions.
There's a comment right here at the top that says there are reports of a spirit that lures people to the rim, possibly to jump. There's a book that tells about it. See if we can find any info on that. Okay, so this is what I was able to find. It says you are likely thinking of Over the Edge, Death in Grand Canyon by Michael P. Giglari. I don't know how you pronounce that name. While not a fiction book about a literal ghost or supernatural spirit, this famous true crime and historical nonfiction work details the various ways people have met their end at the Grand Canyon. It is well known for exploring the psychological pull, the dizzying optical illusions, and the metaphorical spirit or allure of the abyss that draws people too close to the edge, resulting in fatal falls. Well, I know that there is spirits in this world, so I don't know why they put metaphorical and quotations around spirits. Like, that's not a real thing. But who knows, man, if this is actually what's been going on over there at the Grand Canyon. This is all new to me. I had no idea that the Grand Canyon got this deep when it came down to it. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'll leave all these videos that I reacted to linked down below in the description. Leave your comments down below as well. And that's going to do it for this one.
Shit, you know, isn't it terrifying being out in the forest or, you know, or anything like that? Like, whenever I would go to, like, yeah, anytime where it's like outside amongst trees at night, you know, walking down paths and stuff like that, it is always the creepiest fucking thing, isn't it? It's always just like, you swear you got eyes on you and the whole nine. Yeah, that shit just can get pretty fucking creepy, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. What the hell? Fucking Instagram. Go away, Instagram. Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of Instagram. Yeah, I feel like game deving. Do you feel like game deving? I feel like game deving. Hey, you said you were on my site. Does that mean you went and made you must have. Let's see here. Socials. You must have. You had to have made a profile. Yeah, there. Where are you? I know you're there. Where the hell did you? Okay. There it is. Yes. Coward is now on the site. He is now there. There he is now. Fuck yeah, bro. Right on. I cannot wait to, like, do more work on this DAW and get it working better. Yeah, I cannot wait to get that working better, for sure. I mean, I like using the LMMS, but it would be cool just to get the one that's on there working better. I think so. Yeah, I think it's time. I feel like doing more work on that. Yeah, for sure I do. It's something that needs to happen. Whoa, that's not what I was trying to do. Look at that. I'm streaming to nobody. Man, I suck. That's okay. Here, let's minimize that. I'll do some more work on this, and this will be like a shorter stream than usual, but that's because church needs to happen in the morning. Yeah. Let's see here. Why is it so upside down? What? There we go. It is this one, yes. This is the one. The one is this. No, it's way over on this screen. Why is it there? I don't know. I'll move it over. As soon as it's done loading, I'll drop it over in where you guys can see it. Okay. There we go. Now that that's there, I'll pull up some music again. Let me go over to my volume mixer first and bring it down a little bit more. So it's just sort of in the background. And then go over to here and just literally hit it. There we go. Good. Perfect. Okay. Where did I leave off? Oh, that's right. That's right. We were working on the end of this thing. I remember now. Okay. Let me think here. So if you... Does that need to be cleaned up? Hang on. So you come up this way. I still think that, whoa. When it comes to this kind of thing, it should be tighter, closer to... I don't want to be tripping on it, is what I mean. Okay, this is what we'll do. We're at set height. Okay. Let's change this to 7.5. Let's change it to 7.55. Let's see what that does. Okay, let's say 7.57. 7.59. Let's go up a little higher. Let's do 7.6. It's better. Actually, it's a lot better. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, well, this way it's like snapping closer to these floor tiles. I feel like my mouth is just not working today. I can't read and like nothing is working. Maybe I'm just tired. Probably have not been getting enough sleep. There's gotta be a reason. It's like I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I find people difficult. I find that it's difficult for me to be around people. Not because there's something wrong with them so much, but I don't know. Maybe it's too much isolation. Yeah, could be. Not really sure. Sort of pondering on the ideas. Trying to make heads or tails of it. I'm sort of speaking as I'm thinking. Not even thinking it through. It's just like fucking saying shit. I'll be saying all this stuff as I'm thinking, and afterwards I'll be like, okay, I don't even think that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even believe that anymore. Okay, so this brings it closer, so that'll be cleaner. Yeah, that already looks better. I still think that it needs to come up tighter, but maybe, I don't know. Here, let's try something. Let's go 7.7. Let's see what that looks like. That's too much. Okay, so let's say this is 7.65. That might be too much too. Let's go 7.63. Let's try that. Yeah, that's more like it. Now the reason I want it close is because I don't want the player to be tripping on it. I don't want it to be, not like you'll trip like on it actually, but you'll get caught on it. Like you may not actually, it may be something that just makes it more of a, what's the word, it'll cause like some vibration in the camera, you know what I mean, as you're going over it, because it'll be like a bump, you know what I mean, like skateboarding over gravel. That makes any sense. Yeah, so I'm trying to bring it in as close as I can without it being so close that it shouldn't even be there, you know. So we'll see how this works. Just scoot across this real quick. You can barely even see it. Man. Okay. Alright, so where am I gonna... Here, let me just finish this off. And then I have to figure out where I want to go with it from here. There we go. Alright. Yeah, for example, same thing here. Let's try this. So we got 9.9981. Okay. So let's take this up to, let's take it up to 10. Whoops, not 910. 10. What is that like? Does nothing. 10.8. Holy shit. 10.2. Oh yeah. 10.2 is alright. I like that. Nice and clean. That's actually really close. Careful. Yeah, that's right. That works. Oh, you can't actually... Oh, it is too much, yeah. 10.1. Let's try that. How's the game deving going? Just getting started. Hell yeah, we are. Yeah, I'm glad to hold it up. Yeah, this has been 2 days in a row that we've been doing some game dev, hey? It's Coward's favorite. I'm always like doing so many damn different things on this channel that it's just like, yeah, Coward's like, come on, get with the game deving already. Stop yapping, Mark. Stop reacting to these fucking videos. Let's break out Unity. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay, so we go 12.4 with this. So right now I'm going, no, that's not it. 12.5. So right now I'm going over this and sort of bringing up the surface to as close to these squares as possible. So that way if you step off the square and back onto the square, it's not like you're going to get caught on the edge of it and it causing a bunch of radicalness in the camera, right? But 12.6, let's try that. Yeah, something like that. That's pretty good, I'd say. Something like this. But yeah, I really need to like record some new music so I have more. It'll be good practice too. What do we got? 14.9? Let's make it 15. See what we got. Nothing? Okay, 15.1. Okay, things are moving. Okay, I can see that. There. Come on. Oh, too far. Damn. That's okay, I got this. Just, like this, so it's cleanly tightened up. Now, let's go to our raise and lower. And there. That's all it needs, just that little bit. Let's go back to the stuff. Set height again. Wait. There we go. Yeah, man, I'm glad to see you made a profile on my website. That's like so badass. Just trying to create this little ecosystem. I think that's cool. 17.55. Let's try that. Something like that. Or does it have to come up more? Let's go. Let's try 17.6. This might be too much. Maybe not. That's alright. Come on. Grab it! No, okay. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, let me go across this. And then I'll fix it from there. Okay, let's do this. Let's go to our raise and lower. There. Oh, wait. There. Alright, so this one too. Set height. Let's do a quick save. And let's see here, 17.6, 17.75. Let's try that. Whoa. Hang on. 19.99, 20.1. That's what we want. Something along those lines. Okay. Did I tell you what happened to that one musical opportunity that I had there? Well, the studio that we were gonna go in and lay down some tracks, the drummer ended up, or the guy that was offering me, you know, the opportunity, he said he goes, yeah, we won't be able to do that because I ended up screwing around with the guy's ex-girlfriend. Like, what? Yeah. So it won't be in that studio, but it was going to be. So I thought, yeah, okay. My buddy's kind of young, and so he's not stupid, but the chicks are kind of obviously taking advantage of him. He's on a learning curve. I thought it was funny though. It's kind of I'm not quite surprised, you know what I mean, because of it. He's a good guy though. Like I really, yeah. I was kind of sad when he left No Complacent. I was just like, ah. He got pushed out too. Same kind of thing. But, you know, he was missing rehearsals and that, but there was more going on than that. As far as manipulation goes, you know, against him, right? It's almost like some people were just hell-bent on making others disappear. You know what I mean? Yeah. It is just, yeah, it's a thing, you know? And nothing I can really say about it either. Okay, so I got that corner pretty good. Let me get this here too. This coffee is delicious right now. I've been drinking it for a while. It's really good. I'm actually really enjoying working on this project right now. It's so laid back. So much less effort than brain power effort than it takes to like react to videos. Right now anyways. Yeah. Sometimes I'll pull up a video and I'll just be like I like literally need to think about this before I even say anything. You know what I mean? Especially if it's something you barely know anything about. It's like giving your opinion on something that you just, well, I mean, and what's my opinion anyways, really? It's just some personal reaction. I'm just no expert in every area or any area, really. I'm no expert in any area. There you go, that's true. I think it's like that for most people that are reacting to stuff online. Maybe. Or maybe it's just literally good person to person basis that statement means, like works on. Yeah, I'm not being able to think properly. Okay. Be careful. Yeah, this is bring it nice and flush. You can see it's starting to work already. Yeah, I see that. It's working nicely. I know it doesn't look like it's moving much, but it's because it was really close to it to begin with, to where it needed to be. Yeah, I'm kind of not fully looking forward to tomorrow. What I'd like to do is just go and just keep to myself for the day and just, you know, take my time and just to worship, and that's it, right? I don't really feel like socializing so much. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like that. So I mean, sometimes I find people difficult to, just difficult. It's difficult to be around people. I'm a misfit, like literally. I don't fit in anywhere, you guys, like nowhere. I don't fit in amongst misfits. You know what I mean? Even as a musician, I don't fit in with other musicians. I don't fit in with my own bands. It's like, I don't know if that makes any sense, to anyone. But I just don't fit in. And so it's like, and when you don't fit in, it's like, it makes it so you just don't want to be around people, because it's just too difficult. I don't have the same opinions as everybody else. Well, you know what I mean? I don't have the same views. The things that are important to some people, most people, aren't important to me. I don't know. There's a variety of things of not fitting in, you know, a variety of aspects. But being a misfit amongst misfits is kind of like, okay, I give up, you know? It's like, okay, how lame is that, right? Can't even fit in around people that don't fit in. It's like, fuck. Yeah. That's all I can say. Yeah. I don't know. There's nice and flush there. Okay. Now, over here. Here too. Let's see, 22.5. 22.9. Whoa. 22.7. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so this is what we'll do then. Let's make the brush size bigger. A little bit too big. And run that across there. Be careful when you go over this way with it. I'm gonna mess that up. Across here. Carefully this way. Carefully there. Across here. Okay. There, didn't screw it up. Get that angle there. Okay. And so now, yeah, nice and flush. Okay, let's continue through. Let's make that smaller. Smaller. There. Okay, what do we got? Oh yeah, this needs it. Let's see, we're at 32.3. Let's make it 32.8. Oh, that's too much. 32.5. Too much. Make sure. 32.4. Then. Is that what we need it to be? 32.4. Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's about right. 32.4 it is. There too. Okay. Okay. Whoa, stop that. Stop acting up. Stop doing things you're not supposed to be clicking. I didn't need it for it to do that thing. Okay, it's enough. Okay. Alright, so we got that. That. Okay, now this side. Oops. This is 34.7. Say 34.75. Let's try that. Let's go a little higher. Let's go 34.8. Oh no, more than that. 34. Is 35 too much? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, 34.9. Yeah, that's about right, yeah. Okay, let's do a nice job here. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I must be careful as I do this. It's funny, Coward is always doing the nail biting thing. Oh, I just realized that. Hang on. Ah, I see. Okay. Let's go to our lowers and malls. Got this. This. Copy that height. Paste that in. And duplicate that. Give it a 90-degree turn. And then we go to our materials and drop that on there and drop it on the hell. Stop it. How? Oh, because it didn't copy it. That's why. Okay. It just didn't duplicate it So instead of it duplicating it and dragging it over, I just dragged it over. Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm thinking, that's about ish. About right-ish. No, not quite. There. That's right. Okay. Now let's go back to this. This is 399s. Let's go 40. Yeah? Yeah? What? What do you mean? 40.1? Too much? Undo. 40.05? Oh yeah, here we go. That's about right there, yeah. Oh, no, that's not right. Where's 40? Anything? Okay, let's go 40.01. I guess so, let's do that. Something like this. At that point I could just leave that. Okay. Let's go up to here. Oh yeah, look at that. We need to bring this... Oh, right. What do I want to do with that? Let's do a save. I'm thinking. Do I want to lift the floor up to meet that? Kind of. Yeah, should probably. Okay, 47.7, 49. Oh yeah. Let's do 50. Oh yeah, there we go. 50 should do it. I'm pretty sure. No. Let's do 49.7. No. Maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, this should work. Okay. Huh. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Very nice. Oh, that's sweet looking. Yeah. Let's get that flush. Okay, now what about here? We got 44.6. Let's go 44.8. Probably should be 7, but yeah. 44.7. Is that too much? No, that's about right. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay. That might actually mess with that piece over there because I made that pretty flush. This section right here. We'll find out. And I'll adjust it from there. Huh. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm like not sure how I feel about what I'm gonna feel about it tomorrow. Well, hopefully it's good. Oh, it should be just fine. Maybe it's just what I'm feeling like tonight. Or this morning or whatever. I am like streaming at like such ungodly hours. It's like by the time anybody comes on, it's like I'm ready for bed. You know what I mean? But it's my own fault. My own thing I decided. Why? I'm not sure. I guess I'm gonna be doing this anyways. Just like late at night. I'd rather be like streaming than just doing this by myself. This late at night, I guess. It's weird. Cause I by no means am I even like depressed at all. Yeah. But my sleeping hours are all over the place. I sort of manage things by having naps and setting my alarm. Which surprisingly actually does work. In my experience, it's way better than staying up all night. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's better to get a 2-hour nap in than to just keep going or keep staying up, you know, like to make something work. Jeez, this is not going well with my hair right now. There, good enough. That'll work. There. Hair and headphones. Oh my god. Come on, headphones. Oh fuck, I don't even know. Hang on. Good enough. Fuck it. Good enough. Oh yes, I'm over here now. That's right. There. Right? Yeah, this is it. Okay, so we got... I didn't even put tiling, floor tile down the rest of the way. Okay. Good thing I made them yellow. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, I remember that. I remember building out that area. I was like, where did everything go? So I was looking at this big drop off. Gotta have some treacherous places, areas. Okay. Alright. What? Yeah, we could do that. It's a little odd, but we could do that. Let's see. I see it, I see it. It's too far that way. How about this? Oh, look at that. It's not even lined up. There. Now it is. That's better. better. Yes, there it's lined up now. Okay, good. Let's do a save. Quick save there. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, and then we go up. Right there, and then okay. Then it goes across into there, and that's the exit. Alright, so it's all flushed out nicely, cleaned up. Let's do a save. Alright. Water. Alright. Okay, I remember I wanted to figure out what I was going to do with this flat area here. I built that up just so I could cut into it here. If you were to go up on here or down onto there, I could. I wonder. Going down into here would be like a side quest. Let's try it. Let's see what that would be like. Let's go ahead and grab a set of stairs here. Where is it? Prefabs. Stairs. Okay. Yeah. Need to. Nope. There we go. It's like, line up. Okay, now that it's intersected, I can figure out where I'm at with it. God, I had a memory of like being up like all hours of the night listening to my favorite Lynch Mob album, drinking way too many fucking President's Choice colas and painting my guitar. Yeah. By hand, by the way. Yeah, I was like doing artwork all over it. One of my guitars. For like hours. I was just like deep into it. That's what it feels like doing this right now. Reminds me of that experience. Some of it's under there, but it should be alright. Okay, so that's there. Um, Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, just keep it like that. Now this. 27.9. Let's go. Oh, 20, 30. 29. Let's see. This has to come up more than 29. Okay, let's try 30. Yeah, 30. Looking like it would be 30. Something like that. Just a space right here underneath. Oh, something like we'll do this and we'll cut it down in a minute. So we've got this mound that works for it. Now let's build it up again to get it up to that. So let's do like 31. No, 32. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is gonna work. Might have to come up just a little bit more, but let's see. That corner. I don't know why it's so far in that way. Okay, let's actually come up just a little bit more. So let's go to add a point 0.3 to it. Yeah, say 0.3. That's about right. Oh, I know why, because of this piece. That's why it's darting out. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. Here too. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go right up this corner here. It'll actually save me a lot of processing power doing it this way. Right, create as much of it as I can with the terrain rather than adding in these geometric shapes. These prefabricated, these prefabs that I made. Okay. Alright, so this actually, yeah, I think it's okay to be like that. Yeah, I like it. That looks nice. Nicely done. Oh, this has to come down a tad here. Let's go to our raise and lower. Hold down our controller. We click on this carefully. There. Clean that out of the way. Now this. Whoops. How is that happening like that? Oh, because we're not on set height. That's why. Huh. Okay. That's alright. Do that. Yeah, that corner is still just gonna be a thing, hey? That's alright, it'll be okay. Let's tile this up. Whoops. My eyeballs did a thing. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes my eyes will just go. I don't know why. They just take off on their own and just start freaking out. Just noticed it was sagging. Yeah, I just don't feel like the socializing part of church tomorrow. I feel like going in, if I could just worship in peace, that would be good. I would like that. But how do you tell the people around you, leave me alone, I don't feel like it today, you know? Socializing. Just whining for fucking boundaries. Having to whine line for my boundaries. That is a weird thing about that I noticed about going to church is that everybody wanted to find out like all the things about you. They'd ask questions that were a bit boundary breaking. Nothing crazy, but it just feels like a bit of prying that's happening. And it's a very uncomfortable feeling. I don't know why it's like that. But when it is, it gives me culty vibes. You know what I mean? Not that I think it's a cult, but I get those vibes. That's gonna be fine. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Got your side quests as you're going up. Over on this side. I'm thinking. Doesn't all have to be yellow and blue, no. I'm just thinking of the playground itself right now. That's super flush. What I could do here, let's go to my materials. And then it's see-through. Or I could do is go back over to here and use that instead. So we go position, we go copy, and then I can paste that in, and then right now go over to my materials and drop that on there. Yeah, that's nice. That looks pretty good. Maybe even change the color. Use pink. Yeah, I could use that. Could even, or blue. That actually looks kind of nice. But we should probably make it stand out a little bit. Let's go with the pink. That would make sense. And then on this side, might as well do this. Yeah. Something like this. could even do this. I'm just thinking. That is cool. You know, got a bunch of materials that I developed all of it so it could be like interchangeable. Like that. Do it like this. It actually works. Do a quick save. Okay. Now I'm thinking there's just gonna be enemies all over this thing. We'll try something. I could leave that like that. What if, hang on. Let's see here. Right. There we go. I did not want to take it first. Something like that. Okay. Let me think. There's so much extra area on this side. What if I made a junction right here? Right in there. Set height. Okay, what's gonna happen? Yeah, something like let me think. Oops. Where is it catching the canvas? There we go. Grab that. Duplicate. So we slide that through here. Tuck that down about there. Not super linear, but a little bit. Oh. We're working on it. What am I gonna wear tomorrow? Did a bunch of laundry. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. All my clothes are like black. I guess just wear whatever I want to wear. Oh yeah, tomorrow I gotta take my amp in with my buddy there and get it fixed. Leave that there. That's right, I almost forgot about that. Okay, so we got a junction. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So we're making use of these sections, all right. Clean that up, nice. Okay. Take a look at all that. That looks nuts. That looks crazy, land. I'm thinking. Here, who's all... If we got... anyone watching the... No. It's like absolutely no one on this live stream. It's just me. It's me and you watching the VOD. That's it. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I see the canvas is really close. That's why. Okay. Whoa. I'm thinking. Let's see here. There's gotta be a reason to come over here. Should have more than just loot to pick up loot and weapons, because there's only so many weapons, right? But you gotta have a reason to go over to an area. So I don't know. Might be some other things I need to like add into the whole thing. But what I could do, I could put an enemy here that's always, no, I have to think about this. I'll just keep building before I put enemies everywhere. I'm like totally considering some sort of sphinx or something here on each side. I did do this thing one time. wonder. What if? Can make something semi-Egyptian looking. I would still work with this. Possibly. I mean, that would mean I have to, like, fuck, I need some... Hang on. How long have I been streaming for? almost 3 hours. 3 hours and a couple seconds. Okay. Let's see here. 3. Short, see, 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I go to bed now, that'll give me 4 hours sleep. And then, yeah, so it's 3 hours we streamed for. Nothing wrong with that. A 3 hour stream before a Sunday church thing. I should probably go. Yeah, we'll call it now. That way I can get some rest for tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, absolutely. If it's the shorter stream, that's all. So weird not doing 7 hours. I feel like this is nothing. But a lot of other people would be like 3 hours is a long time. It's like, I don't see it that way. Yeah, no, not at all. That's okay. That's what I'll do. That's what I'm gonna do then. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm Mark. I'm your parasocial friend on the internet. Next time you see me streaming, come pop into my chat and all that good stuff. We'll chat, hang out, my friends. It'll be good. Yeah, and this has been like just one of those streams where I streamed to one person for a little while. They took off. Yeah, but it was still good. So I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go get some rest, go to church, and then I won't stream tonight, you know, like tomorrow, like tonight, but I will Monday. Yeah, because I gotta take Sunday off. I'm supposed to do that. That's what, that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, but I mean, like, I'll still be around for you guys, you know, I'll be on Discord and stuff like that, so I'll still hang out, but I just won't stream tomorrow night, that's all. Yeah, I'll wait until Monday and all that good stuff. Otherwise, I stream every freaking night. Alright, peace and love you guys, you have a good sleep, good night, good day, all the things. Catch you next time. Peace and love you. Bye.